My roommate never took off his VR headset until the cops took it off for him. 3 months ago, I got randomly paired with this guy Deshaun as a roommate in my dorms. When he first moved in, he seemed normal enough. Skinny kid from Ohio, computer engineering major, nervous laugh. But he had this weird look in his eyes whenever he went out, almost like he wanted to attack anyone he saw. Then he got his first high-end VR headset, and it became his entire life. He'd wear it 20 hours a day, minimum. I'm not exaggerating. He wore it while brushing his teeth, while eating cereal, even while he went to the bathroom. I just thought it was something that black people like to do. I once saw him walking to class with it on, using his phone's camera feed to navigate. I tried asking him about it once, and he just mumbled something about practicing his skills and put the headset back on. It got worse every week. He started sleeping with it on, his body twitching and muttering things I couldn't understand. The few times he'd eat in the cafeteria, people would stare and whisper. Someone started calling him Matrix Boy, and it stuck. I felt bad for him, but also frustrated. I couldn't bring anyone to our room. My girlfriend said being around Deshaun gave her the creeps. There's something seriously wrong with him, she'd say while avoiding him. I thought he was just severely insecure, maybe using VR to escape social anxiety. But then, he started making these weird gestures, like violent stabbing motions in the air, swift, precise movements like he was practicing something. Sometimes he'd duck and weave like he was in combat. Once, at 3 a.m., I woke up to him standing in the middle of our room, headset on, making a throat-slitting gesture over and over. His precision was unsettling, each movement identical to the last. I started sleeping with my desk against my bed, creating a barrier between us. I even installed a lock on my laptop after I caught him trying to use it while I slept. The IT department flagged unusual network activity from our room twice, but Deshaun always had some explanation about distributed computing projects. I recorded some of it, thinking maybe I could get him help, but I never did anything with the recordings. I was scared of him, but also weirdly protective. He was still my roommate. One random day, at exactly 6 a.m., our door exploded wide open. A SWAT team rushed in like a tsunami of black tactical gear, screaming, "Down! Everybody down!" I was on the floor before my brain processed what was happening, face pressed into our dingy carpet. Someone came and stuck their knee in my back, but I was so scared that I didn't even gasp. Through the chaos, I saw them approach Deshaun on his bed and rip the headset off. He screamed instantly, but not out of anger. It sounded like grief, like they'd torn away a piece of his soul. They zip-tied us both and dragged us out. In the interrogation room, an agent from the FBI's cyber division laid it out with screenshots that made my stomach drop. Turns out, Deshaun hadn't been gaming. He wasn't even insecure or anything. He'd actually been using advanced VR software to simulate ending everyone on campus. Not a game. Photorealistic simulations using our actual school's blueprints, real students' faces scraped from social media, accurate weapon physics. He'd ended our entire dorm over 200 times. The gestures I'd seen weren't random. They were practiced executions. The software he'd developed was so sophisticated, it had triggered Homeland Security algorithms. But here's what really messed me up. He'd programmed me as the only survivor in every scenario. In his twisted fantasies, I always lived. The agents showed me footage from inside his simulations. He'd recreated our room perfectly. In one, he'd leave notes warning me to stay away from specific locations. In another, he'd barricade our door to keep me safe while he went on his spree. The agent asked if Deshaun had ever threatened me, shown signs of violence, or talked about weapons. I told them about the gestures, the sleep talking, the schedules. They released me after 12 hours of questioning, but Deshaun never came back.